Welcome back to another video. There's the Football Connect, and we are back again with another one, as this could be one of the last videos of 2024 as we're about to move to 2025. So you're going to be asking me a question: why are you doing this video this late? Well, I was really dealing with some serious, it was something that was really serious. So I don't remember if you I do remember that when God blessed me with with a little girl just a few weeks back, a few months, I think it's a month now back. I was celebrating the birth of my daughter, and somehow she was not feeling well since the 25th of December until now. So I've been at the hospital for an entire 3 or 4 days. I actually spent the Christmas there, the clinic, at the hospital, as well as my anniversary. That tells you that how serious it was. But she's getting better. She's a fighter, that one. I'm telling you, she's a fighter, that one. So I might not have been there for the games and everything that happened because, of course, family above everything. I think that's really something that is really important to any young man growing up there. Whatever you're gonna do in life, always understand family above everything. And of course, this is my daughter, literally my own. So I have to be there for her no matter what. So I was dealing with that, and I did not even remember that Christmas was there. I did not even remember that my anniversary was there, because in my mind, in my heart, both me and my wife were only thinking about her. But now she's getting better, and I think she'll be she's gonna come back from this very stronger. And even though if you check on the Football Connect LFC Facebook and stuff, I've been keeping update with everything that was happening. But anyway, let's talk what we're here for. What the hell happened in week 18 of the Premier League? Because I think a lot of things has changed really when you look at it, when you really go look at it, and it's exciting to see where we're going. But let's hear your thoughts in the comment section. So the games finished like this. Everton stopped the Man City again. That's one win in the last 13 games. It's getting out of hand. Then Newcastle destroyed Aston Villa, but they destroyed the 10-man Aston Villa. Remember, they were given some people call it a harsh red card, in which Aston Villa did apply for the red card to be removed, but the Premier League refused. They really refused, people. Then Nottingham Forest played against Tottenham Hotspurs, and Tottenham Hotspurs were beaten by 1-0. Yes, there was a red card in this game, but let us all be honest, people. The red card came in the very end of the game. Tottenham were battered the whole entire time. They could not do anything to hurt this Nottingham Forest team. They're turning up to be one scary team, this Nottingham Forest team, I'm telling you. Then Bournemouth versus Crystal Palace, it finished 0-0. Then where Chelsea humbled, destroyed by Fulham. Anyway, I scratched that. I just had to put it there. One thing that we know, it was a good game, but in fact, most of the game Chelsea were winning until to the last minute, where Fulham just became another team. I think, if I remember well, Fulham scored their first goal in the 82th minute and the last goal in the last minute of the extra time. And that's how Chelsea lost this game. Since Fulham were now back in the game, I think we can actually say from the 70-minute mark, Chelsea did not look like finding a way back into the game, which was really strange. But I know we'll talk about that one. Then we saw Bournemouth draw against Crystal Palace. No, we saw Southampton beaten by West Ham. It looks like Southampton are going to be relegated, It really looks like they're going to be relegated. Then United, a 10-man United, were beaten by Wolves. The reason why I say 10-man United, yes, the first half finished 0-0. Then the second half, as early as it began, Bruno Fernandes sees a red card, double yellow, by the way. Then from then, it was Wolves who was running the game. They scored a goal. It was an offside. They scored through a set piece. Why is that United always concede from set pieces? Then the game continued. Then at the end of the day, a last goal which was scored. By the way, if you ever want to see the best reaction to a goal, go watch this guy called, is it Gamta or Gamsta or something like that? He is a United fan from Asia. The guy who scored the goal for Wolves in the last minute is from the same country as he comes in. Have you ever seen somebody trying to cry yet trying to praise his Asian man. It was amazing. He went like, oh man, I'm telling you, just go check it out. It's amazing. It's really, really amazing. Liverpool beat Leicester by 3-1, an early goal which was scored by Leicester. It deflected over Virgil van Dijk. Alisson could not get anything out of that, but Liverpool came back in the game. Cody Gakpo, and it happened like this. Mo Salah scores again. Curtis Jones scores in his 100th game of the season. We'll talk about that. This is going to be a long video, when I now think about it. Bournemouth drew against Brighton, and then Arsenal beat Ipswich by 1-0. There's some story to talk about that. Let's talk about the first game. Manchester City loses again. This is a weird game. This is a weird moment we're living in this world. We're in a world where Man City are failing to win a game against the teams that we know that they beat for fun. This team scored an early goal. It was moving so well. Then Everton came back and it became 1-1. And somehow City just could not make up a pass to try and come back in the game. To a point that they got a red card. They got a penalty, not a red card, a penalty. In the end, they could not score the goal. The only reason this game finished 1-1 is because Everton just could not convert their chances. They created more. They had so many overloads, moments that they could have taken advantage of, but they just could not get the good game done. They just could not win the game. And I'm really starting to get confused because I don't understand why. What's happening to Pep Guardiola? Why is he keeping on trying the same thing which is not working? What does he need to do to get the best out of this team? Those are so many questions we need answers for. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. But they lost. They drew the game 1-1, and that's another draw adding up to the 13 games that which they have either won once, lost many, and drawn many. It's a problem. Pep Guardiola has to find a way over this one. He has to. Newcastle played against Aston Villa in a game which people up to now still calls the harshest red card which was ever given in the Premier League, and it was given to Thuram, the goal scorer, the guy who has been doing it. After getting the red card, Aston Villa really struggled to make up because, of course, they're now playing a man down. They just could not play or perform well, and the game finished 3-0. And I don't lie to you, I don't know if there's any team that is having the best December now as it comes to an end than Newcastle. They drew against Arsenal. They drew against Liverpool. And I think they beat most of the teams that they faced. Don't be surprised if Eddie Howe is the manager of the month, because he has really won some serious games. And his last game of 2024 will be against United. And I have a feeling he will beat United. That just tells you how serious this guy has been this month. Then, Unai Emery, do you blame him? He just could not do anything in this game after the red card. The team just could not get back into the game, just could not perform well into the game, and that's how the game came to an end. But that was it. Nottingham Forest played against Tottenham Hotspurs in a game which I thought Nottingham Forest could win. I'd predicted it. But the fact that they were just able to stop Tottenham from scoring, because one thing that we can all be clear about is that no matter what has been happening, Tottenham Hotspurs always scores goals. In this game, they were stopped from doing that by Nottingham Forest. They just could not create something going forward. And yet they lost the game, in which they should have lost the game because they were not in the game from the beginning. They just could not do anything in the game. So it made sense to see them losing the game because that was it. But Ange Postecoglou, I think, is now on fraud watch. I think people have to now really consider and look at this game. He's now on fraud watch. Bournemouth versus Crystal Palace, I think it tells you the story. It finished as a draw. Chelsea beaten by Fulham. Now that was the biggest surprise of the week. Chelsea have been telling lies. Chelsea fans have been telling lies to the world, saying that they are not in the title race. They are just participating in it. Nothing is happening. And yet, we saw so much emotion in this game, losing this game. They were shouting. They were doing everything. They were going crazy. which now tells us, even though they're saying that they just relaxed and that they actually started to believe that they were in the title race. I'm not saying that they weren't in the title race. Look at their points. If they win and Liverpool and Chelsea, Arsenal drop points, they're back again at the position which is the driving seat, the team which was very close to Liverpool causing chaos. But I just can't accept the fact that these guys have been pushing a lie for such a long time, knowing fully well that they were convinced that they deserve to be in the title race. They were fighting in all corners of the earth trying to be in the title race, and yet act like it doesn't mean anything, it doesn't phase them. That is something that I cannot accept. But we did see that they were really in the title race, and they are still going to try to be in the title race, because I feel like this was just a small blip. They drew, of course, the last game against Everton, but so many teams have been drawing against Everton. But this was a blip. Let's see what happens from them as they go forward. And we see West Ham beating Southampton. I think everyone knows that was going to happen. Southampton just look like the team that is going to be relegated. Wolverhampton are back again, and the new manager is having the best time as a manager, beating United at their home ground. It seems like it's, match made in heaven, really. United not playing well. The manager of this guys comes in and controls the game, does amazing, wins the game. And it seems that when you really think about it, when you look at it from the point of where we are looking at it, it looks like they're going to be going further and further and furthermore if they continue playing like this. Liverpool beating Leicester City. Now, conceding the early goal which was scored by Ayew, got us worried. People are trying by all means to blame Andy Robertson, and I get it to a certain extent, but I felt like watching that game, it felt like it was that, brain fart moment where you just feel like you lose focus and the goal is there. It's something that I would not expect to happen, but it did happen. And the only thing that Liverpool could do was to move on from it. And I think that, to be honest, looking at how they did it and how they handled it so perfectly well. They moved on so well, and they were able to continue with the game. But they struggled. The 45 minutes before the Gakpo goal, it felt like Liverpool were running out of ideas. That's just whipping balls in the 18, easy for the defense of Leicester. They made Leicester defense look like they were good, they were professional, until that Gakpo goal coming back in the second half. They stopped. If you could actually go check it out, they stopped just whipping balls in the 18 area. They started actually coming with the ball inside, passing the balls inside the 18 area, and the team could not copy with it. Hence where the goal from Curtis Jones came from, that passes that he received, as well as that goal that Salah scored from that McAllister assist. It was the low balls coming, and they just could not deal with it. And also, the reason why it finished 3-1 is actually because the Leicester goalkeeper had an amazing match. He actually had, if this had finished 0-0, he was going to be the man of the match. But Liverpool always gets the job done. And also, whatever people were making fun about it, the Musala post of Christmas, it did not face Liverpool. But that was a good game to watch, really. Brighton drew against Brentford. Arsenal beat Nottingham Forest by 1-0. Yet, I had so many people talking about this, trying to make so much noise about this. They got the job done. They were expected to beat the team. They beat the team. Doesn't matter how many goals were scored. They beat the team. End of story. And of course, Arsenal fans were throwing the banters of Liverpool trying to copy them and stuff like that. But I actually saw something interesting in the preseason against Arsenal. Liverpool did this thing, and I think Arsenal landed from Liverpool. I don't know. That's just me, what I saw. But let me hear your thoughts in the comment section. What did you think of week 18? Who surprised you? What left you asking so many questions? All those I needed in the comment section. Don't forget to click the like button, for my daughter. Do it for my daughter, please. Click the like button. And, let me hear what you guys have to say in the comment section about the game and what I just told you in the beginning of the game. And like the video, subscribe. I'll see you on another one as we are moving on to the week 19, by the way, which is actually going to be starting today. Thank you very much for watching. I'm out. Peace. Subscribe to the content.